And that is why when the rest of the places they go to, like Saudi Arabia, like United Arab Emirates, Dubai, like a few other places like that, where they have managed to kick out terrorism enough from their territory to other parts, they don't learn anything like development from them. They don't. Because they are a bunch of thieves. They are a bunch of infidels. They are a bunch of liars, manipulators. But they have the political power in Nigeria. And because they do, when they enter any arrangement with any terror, whatever arrangement, they are not entering it as Northern or the Sharia North. They are entering them as Nigeria. That is why Nigeria is Nigeristan. How many of you remember when they killed Suleiman? When Donald Trump drone shot and killed, fired and killed Suleiman, that Iranian chief of army, I think something like that. You remember him? And do you remember the reaction of our people from this Sharia North in Nigeria? It was like, to hell with America. They protested that why would America shoot at him and the rest of that? You know what I mean? It was a big thing. I don't know, somehow, they didn't start killing people. Usually, like that, they would just start targeting people and start killing them and start burning properties. And they actually enjoyed that because, according to them, if you are killed during jihad, it's called jihad, holy war. And this holy war, this jihad, is only fought by poor people, poor, brainwashed, manipulated, illiterate in northern Nigeria. Now, those who are educated and manipulated as well, they will now justify the arson and the criminality of those poor people. And guess who incites them? They are clerics. They will read the Quran. They will read and read. They'll just put that aside. They'll just do something else. And they'll start talking and say, Prophet Muhammad said, when the Sahabe went blah, 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 before you know it, the morons, the poor, they will go out there and start killing people. That's what they usually do. And they will justify it. So they don't bring anything like development, anything like anything. Now, over the years that we have been managing that because of Nigeria, how many of you have lost your family members in different riots that had to do with religion, something that has nothing to do with Nigeria, or somewhere in Denmark? Somebody drew the cartoon of Prophet Muhammad, and in Nigeria, in Kano, they started killing people. Somebody wrote something about Allah, about Prophet Muhammad. In northern Nigeria, they started killing people. How many of you have lost your property or lost your properties or lost your family members, relatives, friends in the past? So what did that lead to? For the past 60 years, what did that lead to for Nigeria? A capital of terrorists in Africa. That is what that led to. You know why? Now that terrorism has spread to the rest of Nigeria, and Nigeria is supposed giant of Africa, the one that is spending the money that Nigeria is spending on their military. This is a joke. This is where you will know that when they send those who can read and write to go to all these places, when they come back to Nigeria and they take over government, they practice takia. Nothing in the interest of anybody in Nigeria. No. It is in the interest of those who give them the command from the terror-inclined countries that Nigeria has been dragged into. So when they come back to Nigeria, they don't bring anything other than terrorism. So in 60 years, what are you dealing with today? Those who have now gained access to power, the police, the military, DSS, every agency, they were supposed to protect the entire Nigeria. 70% of Nigeria towns and villages have no police, have no security or anything as we speak right now. But on paper, Nigeria is the crippled giant of Africa. The budget of Nigeria for defense, since this APC, Egbekegbe, came in, it has not just doubled, it has tripled. Egbere Jolantan was budgeting 1.2 trillion, 1 trillion for defense. This APC, this jihadist in government, they have been budgeting 3 trillion, 4 trillion, 4 point something trillion. Money where Nigeria no get to equip Nigeria military, but they never, ever, ever prosecute any terrorists. And they will never prosecute any. Why would they prosecute any of them? Instead of prosecuting those terrorists in Nigeria, they decided to also take Nigeria money and rehabilitate the killers of Nigerians. So is that not Nigeristan? Is that not Nigeristan? It's just a matter of time. You see, the terrorists in Nigeria, they are so rich that when Nigeria, the money Nigeria is spending on their own defense alone is more than what the entire budget of some African countries. Yet, terrorism is increasing in Nigeria. Have you asked yourself why? How? How is that even possible? You are spending billions of dollars to fight terrorists in Nigeria. That billions of dollars, that is the entire budget of some African countries every year. But yet, instead of reducing terrorism, it is increasing because it is not fighting terrorism. It is now a big industry, terrorist industry under this APC. Now they are telling you that they just gave $1 million. They just gave $1 million. Now, because of the insecurity in Nigeria, that this APC have escalated, Nigerians no longer feel shock. Like I said, if they say 300 people killed, 300 people killed. Tinubu said Atiku should go to hell. I want to read this one. Headline. Kókó inú ìwé ìròyìn. Tinubu sọ wípé òun yóò yí orílẹ̀-èdè yí padà tóun bá di ààrẹ. Iwájú Punch paper ló wà lénìí. Tinubu said he's going to change Nigeria when he becomes president in 2023. Front page newspaper. But at the bottom of that front page newspaper, 230 people killed. They don't have names. They don't have address. They don't have, you know what I mean? No, 227, and Nigerians will just be like, this Tinubu will be president, Shani. I trust he's going to, because that is what they have conditioned you into. So as they are pumping money into saying they want to defend Nigeria, what are they doing? They are also allowing the terrorists to come in and take the weapons. The terrorists in Nigeria are not different from the terrorists in Iran, the terrorists in Iraq, terrorists in Syria, terrorists in Afghanistan. At some point, Islamic State of West African Province, they call them ISWAP. This is a branch of Boko Haram. Boko Haram was the one threatening Nigeria. Just 2 states, 2 states in 2015, but I know some people, they suffer what they call the Stockholm Syndrome. You get what I mean now? Now, only 2 states in northern Nigeria, they suffer Boko Haram in 2015. Borno State is number 1. I think the second one then was Yobe, I believe. But you see that Borno, today, the Boko Haram, they are now, you have Boko Haram 1, Boko Haram 2, Boko Haram 3. Then you now have a branch on its own, bigger, called Islamic State of West Africa Province, ISWAP. And then suddenly we have Fulani terrorists, Fulani bandits. Abi, under these people, from 1 trillion naira budget for defense, boom, it don't jump to 4 trillion. 4 trillion. From 2 states of terrorism in 2015, it has jumped to over 33 states now. In fact, all the 36 states in Nigeria now. Nowhere is safe. Nowhere. 36 states. Everybody, they feel the terror. Everywhere, somebody is missing. One chance motto. In Lagos, one chance. This is what they say, they kidnapped this person. They're asking for money. We are coming back from a party in Ibadan. They kidnapped us. They have just killed this and that. Everybody. In 6 years. So that's why I said that, you see, if they want to fix Nigeria, these people who are jumping up and down to be president, I want to be president, I want to be this or that, they won't want to be president. You can't promise unity. We all need to come together and work together. Who are you and who? You and Talibans. You and your people there, you can call your people to go and join them and make Nigeria great. For Talibans, all these things have consequences. Everybody is now, they say, I have this job interview. This job interview in Kaduna, they say, hey, Jesus, Kaduna. Are you mad? You get job interview for now, Baba. I'm thinking that I should. Are you not reading the news? What do you want to go do for Kaduna? Job for Kaduna? Are you crazy? Say, but Baba, people live in Kaduna. You want to go and join them? This one that Nigeria is, that's how everybody live. Then you turn around, you say, all of us should come together. You and who? Come together for who? I say, keg of gunpowder. I'm not saying you're not going to sit on it, and I'm not saying that it is not going to explode or it's going to explode or not. But you should be prepared for the consequences. What they want to be president, even the one where they shake like Kolu want to be president. Now, all of you are walking about in Nigeria right now. You've not had what do you call it? You have not had your real petrol. I mean, take a look at this. In 2015, these rogues, APC, Egbekegbe, including this Kolu, Tifnumbu, when the France was challenged, they call on Charles de Gaulle. When America was challenged, they call on Abraham Lincoln. Olofo Oloribu. Now, 6 years down the line, Kolu is coming back to say, you see, your future of your children is important to me. In 2015, they told you that it is not a rocket science for Nigeria to be the oil producing country and not be able to refine our own crude oil. Is a shame. That's what they said. But what they didn't tell you then was that when they were coming in, your refineries in Nigeria, they said they were still working at about 40% capacity. But 40% capacity is unacceptable. After that, so much money have been expended, they've stolen it. Buhari came in and he made himself the Minister of Petroleum in Nigeria. So, you know the story. We'll cut time short. 25 days ago, he probably doesn't even know that you don't have petrol. Femi Oponu Adesina, maybe they didn't tell him that you don't have petrol, you don't have anything. Now, Baba, 24 days ago, 6 years, 10 months, 6 years, 10 months after APC, Egbekegbe, said they were going to change Nigeria. All your refineries are now dead. People don't get shame. All your refineries are now dead. Instead of building one refinery every year, by now, when they said what they promised you, by now Nigeria should have 6 refineries, new ones, brand new ones, and you should be getting ready to celebrate the 7th one. All of the worries that told you that was what APC, Egbekegbe are coming to do. Today, they are now regrouping. They are abusing me. The worries that promise you all the nonsense. APC will change Nigeria. It doesn't cost any much to build refineries. Then. Àwọn wèrè, àwọn aláwòkù, àwọn olóṣèlébi. Shut up your mouth. APC will change this thing. We are talking about they make Megad, Minister of Petroleum. 6 years after, in the refinery, no day. 0 refineries. And you have to import your product 100%. You have to import everything 100%. That's a shame. Now, 24 days ago, they imported the fake one that put all of you in this situation. And 24 days ago, they said you use 200 million liters a day. 200 million liters. And they said they imported 250 million liters fake. So, how come? People when they bring the refined products for you every time from NNPC, they don't strike. What's happen? It is deliberate, and you all know that. Now, instead of you to be able to drive into the filling station and even pay that high amount of money you are now paying for that same, you can't. All you have to pray for now is that make people shall say that they share petrol for party. Very, very crazy country. You see, you are not different from your leader, so you're weary. You may be pretending to be managing your own weary. Okay? It's just that everybody they wait for the time to express his own madness or our own madness. That is why, because your leaders are mad people. Now mad people they lead you. Yeah. So they turn Nigeria to Nigeristan right before your eyes. Now everybody they walk about with petrol. Abinobi so go to Patio Wambe. You may not come back home, and if you go back home, you'll be thanking your God in a country that is the highest producer of crude oil in Africa. At the finish. Petrol. Now petrol they inside those jerry cans. And if you want to know that how they actually got ready for it, watch this one. I think I got this. When they were putting all of them, for everybody to come in and collect 5 liters. Petrol is the new gold. Now, if you don't believe me, or if you think when I talk about this, it puts Nigeria in a bad light, you are just dumb. This is what put Nigeria in bad light. And some of you may be pretending it because some of you know normal again. You are not well again. Okay? Every abnormality is normal to some of you. And it's not your fault. You are being led by mad people. Who can say some of you know mad?
Some people are taking this to the next level. Feel a souvenir. If you are not in this party, forget it. You are not chilling with the big boys. If you don't get fuel, make it come this party. If you don't get fuel, make it come this party. I can't believe my eyes. Fuel a souvenir. Start blog, make it see some people get levels.
You see? Every abnormality is normal today. Oh, come and chill with the big boys. We have petrol. Hey, if any man won't marry me right now, any man will give me petrol can marry me. You know what I mean? They are throwing banters in a despicable situation. That's them. Nigerians who are living in Nigeristan that Buhari turned you into. Femi Opono Adesina said, you have survived worse. You will survive this too. It's a cruise. They call it cruise. Petrol at a party. Malaka was even playing there, by the way. You see that? Yeah. It's a mad jungle. It's a mad place. Some of them, they used to get angry when I say that. You are living in a jungle place. You're not different from your leaders. All of you are just, to some extent, you are just hiding your own madness, pretending that you didn't know when you are not. Every day, you can see everybody's kind of a madness, and you'll be like, which kind of mad country be this one? No wonder nothing works. And whenever their brain seems to be like it's set to, they will start shouting unity, unity. Let us be united. Yeah? Our Lord Jesus Christ. In the name of Allah, in the name of this, they will start, throwing. That's when their brains kind of settle a bit. It's not that it's normal when it's even settled, because they can't. You know what I mean? Everybody is waiting for their, they are waiting for their own turn to show their own madness, and they will justify it. What is wrong with that, Baba? Nothing wrong with that. It's just that it's dangerous. Well, there's nothing wrong in that, Baba. If they seal it properly, in my area now, there is a guy who is selling petrol in his house. We smoke there, we do all of that. Nothing. For the past 25 years, he's been selling petrol. He's a professional. He seal it. If they get that kind of a guy to your party, even if they are cooking there, he cannot blow. That's the kind of mad people you will see. They are Nigerians. You see them on social media. I just pity some of you who actually take your time to respond to them. And when they respond back, you just be like, are you idiot? Can't you just reason? So no. What if, you know what I mean? They are mad people. They are everywhere. Petrol, party. Petrol. And one weary. And that is why it is that bad that there are so many people who want to try and change Nigeria. One of them is this man.
Oh, no problem. This is just for us to at least get to meet ourselves. I didn't know you knew anything about me.
No.
I was just coming out.
Whatever is correct.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. The other one is this one. You know him.
For a man who will unify this country. When I got in here, some of my colleagues called me and said, Dino, what is happening? I thought you are not supposed to be here, you're supposed to be somewhere else. And I told him that I have stopped following aspirants and I follow candidates. Anybody who have no candidate experience, I don't want to experiment.
You understand? Those are the people, all these Nigeristan and Nigeristan. So those are the people they are looking up to. But you get one way actually fascinates me is this guy when he responded to Atifku that said he will always get the tickets. Abi, now this way the wiki. Listen to him.
Unfortunate, frankly speaking, because I was busy monitoring some of the elections that were taking place in some of the states. Somebody sent me the video when the Waziri Adamawa, the former vice president and former presidential candidate of our party, listed one of our leaders in the country, former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. And when he came out, he was meant to have said he has always won the ticket or got the ticket of the party. I didn't believe he said so until when I watched it, and then played it all over and I said, what I expected was that about what I've said that I'm hopeful. And if you say I'm hopeful that I will win, and I believe as a politician, you must give confidence to your supporters so that they can continue to move on. But when you say you always take the ticket of the party, what it tells me is that maybe, yes, as you know, there are those who say they are founding fathers of the party, which means like it to a company, and they are shareholders of the company. And like the vice president, he appears to be the chairman of the shareholders of the company. In this case, the chairman of the founding fathers of the PDP. We are employees. They employed us, and we are working for them. We have no problem about that. If our founding fathers and they will always take the majority, they will take the profits and whatever. So be it. But I didn't expect him, frankly speaking, to make that kind of statement that he will always take the ticket of the party. That is too far. I went too far and taking the delegates for granted. And I think that when he left, he must, for me, I believe, knowing him well, very intelligent man, very good strategist, and a reasonable person. Like any other person can make a mistake when you're addressing the public. So I believe he may have realized that such a statement may not have gone too well amongst PDP people. So that's why people are sending the video. Oh, I will always get the ticket. It looks somehow. And for me, the problem I have, people say, why do you want to speak? And I said, look, I don't know. It's a problem for me. I cannot sit down and see where something is going wrong and nobody want to say something. I don't feel comfortable about it. I don't feel comfortable. And moreover, in a family, and that can destroy a family. And I said, no, you can't take the delegates for granted. You will always. No, that would be unfair. That would be unfair. And I think, well, that's his own view. And let's watch and see what happens as we go to the convention. And let's watch and see. So many people are here will come back. We will all look at it. But all I've said is for the interest of the party, anything that will make it to win the election, that's what I will support. But I will not be, trying.
I know it can be annoying if I'm listening to him. I just like his jibes, when he throws his jibes and the rest of them, because they are your options, and we all know how he's going to play out anyway, because especially if you have this.
What people do not understand, people think when you are in government, from that first day, is to be sharing money. I said I won't do that. I have to work for the people of the state. Now that we have worked, the remaining period is now to feed your stomach. Is it not true? Not be so? Not be so? So when we say be patient, there is time for everything. Not be so? Now the time has come.
And the time is now. They will release the money. You see, an average Nigerian, they kind of have no idea how a working system or a working government can directly impact on their lives. So therefore, when politicians come around and say, we are going to construct this your road, people will say, hey, our prayers has been answered, they've answered our prayers. Because it is always mostly like, finally they remember us. Do you understand that now? They have no real kind of a way. Let me see, they have no way of, or let me see, they've never had any kind of connection, policy-wise, from those that rule them. And that is why politicians know what to tell them. Oh, we are going to give you transformers. I've supplied 500 transformers. I have decided that they should grade all the roads that goes into your community. Say, okay. Oh, I am going to give you stomach infrastructure so that you can have something in your stomach. Your children can have something in their bellies. Is that all right? They say, yay. But they know how the neglect and the abuse and the corruption in the system affects them. They know that one. Everybody knows that. Oh, they steal our money. But they don't have a clue how this money are stolen. Yeah. And at the same time, how it actually affects them. If they could probably process that, it would be kind of easier to tell them to choose between a Congo of rice and a working system that cares for their children's school, children healthcare, their own healthcare, safety, an environment that is conducive enough for them to grow as a people, a community, an economy that is viable, that can support families, average families, and the rest of. So it will be easier to explain it. But Baba, more, you can speak grammar from now till tomorrow. People will be like, okay. If somebody walks in and say, how many of you here would like me to give you 1,000 naira and let us leave this room? I have a meeting in the other place. How many are ready? The people listening to your grammar, I love what you're saying. Oh, how many of you will come here and take my stomach infrastructure? So they know that. They do. And these are your choices. They are your options, Abi. In your Nigeristan, I wish I could pray for you, and that prayer will be kind of, answered. But I can't. because you know what you brought upon yourselves, and as divided as you probably are on what you think is going to fix Nigeria, it is my own kind of job to remind you that don't waste your time. Please don't. The solutions to what is going on in Nigeria, we have laid them bare. I can repeat them for the sake of you that are watching me for the first time. Don't let us pretend. Don't let us hide behind anything, okay? You have a system, right? Where some group of people can decide within themselves and they can utilize the common patrimony of everyone for whatever cause they feel like. For example, you have a country that is a poor country that have no real money because they have, you know what I'm talking about. Now you have resorted into borrowing and borrowing here and there. Wherever they see, they want to borrow money from them. Wherever they meet, they want to borrow money from them. And they are ready to dip you into anything that they ask them to dip you into. I know, thank you. But they are only able to do that without consulting you, consulting anybody. As long as it serves their interest, they are fine. But the bigger consequences of that action is actually felt by all of you. Me, with the UK now, I am feeling it. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. All of us are feeling it as they strangulate you in Nigeria. Some of you run around and you look for those you can also drag. And many of us have been dragged to subsidize the ruined economy. So that is what Nigeria is. And the reason why is because Nigeria as a rent-seeking place is not meant to be developed. Do you understand? No, it's not. If you want to develop a place, you have to develop the people. You have to invest in the people. You have to invest in real infrastructure, which people are going to use. But when you use decades to squander whatever you could have used to build on, squander them, and now you have a bigger population that are now in a way concentrating on whatever comes from these rogues who are in charge. Meanwhile, as Nigeria gets bigger, the resources of the place is further harnessed by these rogues for themselves, for the few. And what does that do? It didn't create poor Nigeria. It created poor Yorubas, poor Igbos, poor Efik, poor Ijos, poor Awusas, poor Fulanis, poor indigenous people in Nigeria, while their own selected minute number of their elite enjoys. So if you want to save a place like that, you save the people. You see, if you continue to preach one Nigeria that you can't even define, expecting everybody to fall in line, you are deceiving yourself because it won't work. It never worked. Do you understand? What is the solution? Stop pretending. Stop running away from it. One Nigeria is not solution. Unity begging is not solution. Let us all pray. Let's pray so that Nigeria is no solution. The solution is stop forcing everyone together using one command for over 300 nationalities, and yet they didn't have any say they didn't agree that one single command should be used on all of them. They never agreed. Arrest Igboho, arrest Nnamdi Kanu, even kill them. It will never stop people demanding that you should break this hell of a place up. Why are you afraid of that? If you talk about education, on paper, they tell you have states, you have local government, you have federal. On paper. And they all have their responsibilities. The local government should handle primary health care, primary education, and then local communities, blah, 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 blah. But they have no money. They have no access to their own money. states. The states are going to handle secondary education, blah, 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 blah. But they have no access to their own money. And then the federal government, which is the big elephant in the room, that does nothing, just take rent. Do you know that the federal government of Nigeria does nothing? They just take rent. And then they then decide how they want to spend the rent they take. Do you know that's what they do? And from all the rent they take, royalty from this, VAT from that, taxes from here, alcohol taxes from there. When they take everything for doing nothing, they take 51% of the money. You know the story? Something allowed that to be. That something is called the Constitution. And that is why everybody is desperate. They want to be president. They want to be this so that they can be in charge of that big pots. So that they can be the one holding the spoon. Not because they will hold the spoon and give it to you because you are from their tribe, you are from their own place. Oh, he's a Yoruba man. He's going to use the spoon and give you the food. Obasanjo was president. More Yorubas became poorer. From 1999 to 2007. It was from the failure of Obasanjo as a Yoruba president. It was from the failure of his leadership that led you to have a subsequent failed rogues as leaders as well. And the result is what you have as a country. And if Obasanjo time is too long for you, do you know that Buhari is from Katsina State? And as you are watching this video, hundreds of thousands of people from Katsina State, they are now refugees in different African countries that are dealing with terrorists as well. I mean, those who are shipping in the terrorists into Nigeria. I mean, the people from Katsina. You know the story now. Kankara, what do you call it? Kagara, and all these schools kidnappings. The village where Buhari comes from, Daura, they kidnapped the head of Daura. So don't let anybody lie to you that, oh, you need a Yoruba man, you need an Hausa man, you need a Fulani man, you need an Igbo man, before you, as indigenous people in Nigeria, can actually experience the good governance. It's a lie. Don't be told. You see, if you fall for it, you won't be the first. Your father, your parents, fell for it. My own parents, they fell for the lies of all these rogues when they are probably my age. So they never saw the reason why never to continue to support the one Nigeria that will keep them poor. No, they thought it was going to be great. Until they got old, they realized it was too late. Many of them, they realized on their deathbed that Nigeria is done for. They wish they are younger and they could relive the life and say, don't be one Nigeria nonsense. Honestly. So they did it to their own fathers too. So if you are one of those who believe in one Nigeria and the rest of it, you are not the first person. In fact, you are not the only person. There are millions like you. But guess what? It all ends in tears. It all ends in regrets. And you ask yourself, why? Because something is the genesis of it. Nobody agreed to come together and be one Nigeria. If you want to be together as a country, you with different background, culture, tradition, religion, and the rest of that, right? You need to come together and say, we want to be part of this country. That conversation is what they are telling you not to have. You are going to have it. Sure. You want to be counselor because of that, This one doesn't make any sense to you. You say one go collect a salary. You say one go join them. Do this international, honorable, and the rest of that. There were people who were councillors yesterday. There were people who were commissioners yesterday, ministers, House of Rep, senators from that same Yoruba land. Today, they are now called ex. Some of them, you don't even remember them again. They will forget you too. And you will join the people who are victims today, demanding that, why can't you have that conversation? You don't want to have it. Fine. But you cannot then turn around and say your own solution is, let us be unity. Let us be united. Unity beggar. Since you have been shouting, may we unite, let us be united. The terrorists in your different government, do you know that it is also an act of terrorism? That politicians are stealing your money. Your money for schools, for road, for electricity, for security. They are stealing the money, buying themselves properties abroad, sending their children to different schools abroad, sending themselves to different hospitals abroad. Do you know that's an act of terrorism? When many of you are dying of needless sicknesses in Nigeria, and you are saying, nah, move along. Yeah? You see, God give it and God take it because they conditioned you to say that. They know that God give it and God take it, but your millions, your billions are making them live a longer life, even though it's now kind of money can't really buy all of that. I know. It's an act of terrorism. When they deny your school, when they deny your children the proper food, proper meal, and the access to a better education and a safe school, safe environment for them, yeah? When they deny them, that all of you are improvising, trying to protect yourself, fend for yourself, you are demeaning local government yourself, right? For denying you them is an act of terrorism. You can turn around and say, we're no longer listening to you. So yeah, stop running away from that conversation. You see, most of these rogues that you call leaders today, they once told you that the only way to fix Nigeria is for everybody to handle his own affair. Even if you want to still be one Nigeria, shouldn't you have a conversation in agreeing to that? Our heroes pass. Heroes to pass. Majority of those you call your heroes pass, they are criminals. There's no heroes pass anywhere, my brothers and sisters. You know it. I know it. You are lying to yourself, but you will find out later. Our heroes passed. Our heroes passed. Who are your heroes? What did they leave for you? A contraption, a place that you have no identity. Trust me, you don't. We don't. There was never a time we had that conversation, was there? I can't remember that. So if you're asking for a solution, stop running away from that solution. Because your leaders knew about it. Or do you think restructuring came from the blues? It didn't. They coined it. They told us about it. Because they thought, according to them, it was the only way to get Nigeria not to go into a civil war. Because eventually it's going to go into a civil war. Sooner or later. In the name of Jesus cannot prevent it. No offense, so. No offense, so, because that's the way me I talk. Almighty Allah, blah, 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 cannot stop it. No offense, so, and if you take offense, with a lower luri, take offense. Do you understand what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is that all these cannot prevent it if you are running away from the conversation. The conversation is this: Nigeria is not working. It will never work, right? Okay, what can work? We know it. Break it up. No, we cannot break it up. Then you are not ready. No, you're not. And then don't turn around and say, God, no, God will do this and that. Please, save me that. Okay? Because you know what I'm going to say. I don't believe in your Nigeria God. It's fake. It is lie. Okay? It is only your Nigeria God that threatens you if somebody disagrees with you. Oh, I disagree with you. So are you saying that you are smarter than God? No, I'm not saying that. So are you trying to say that God cannot? Are you saying that God cannot say? No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. My friend, you better watch what you say, because God can do this. I say, you are talking about your Nigeria God, because it is your Nigeria God. That your Nigeria fake God, the one that you always call to help you punish your criminal leaders because you can't fight them. The ones you always call to help you ensure that as I get home tonight, God, I pray that there is electricity. May God let us have light tonight. May God let us have that water. All those things, they are Nigerian God. And if you have sense, if you have real sense, it actually makes you to belittle that real God you probably have in your mind. So don't bring it into it. It's fake. It's not real. That's what they do. God that will fight for you already gave you that brain. When you see that it is wrong, just say it's wrong. Don't give excuse. Your leaders came with restructuring. They said this is not the work. Break them up, no, we'll arrange them, rearrange you. They told us that. It means something was wrong. So don't shy away from it. If you want solution to Nigeria wahala, Make everybody come together, break them up. That's it. Don't turn around and then start saying, God told you this, God told you that, this and that. It is you.